What's up, y'all? Yeah, man. Troll. I've been streaming for a long time. I've been streaming for a long time, man. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all just get yourselves up type shit. What's up, Jess? That's what his name say. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Right, though. The song before the Kendrick joint, what was that name? Vibes. It was called Vibes. It came out Friday. Whoa. Vibes by Kyle Rich. I like Kyle Rich. I got hip to him on that is we fucking know what? On the remix. I like them little niggas. Plus, I got kids, teenagers and shit. They be listening to all that. Yeah, it's called Vibes. I'm chilling, man. Oh, it's all good. Happy Monday, fellas. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Um, I know I had a good weekend, but not only because like I felt like I did good. I had tweeted yesterday, man. I hate losing my people money. You know what I'm saying? And I hit a plus 1,600 for the Twitter family Saturday on that round robin, and a plus 1,000 yesterday in football. So that's all I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. I'm goddamn trying. So giving out two public winners, that's always a W. Got sent to the upper room early. Oh no, he ain't get sent there. When you hear me say Block's name, niggas on standby. Because I mean, sometimes they don't be on that. They just be their name. But most of the time, the trolls, their names say trolls. So we just know how to identify them niggas out the gate. Cast that football joint with you. That shit was sweet. That shit was sweet, Flip. You been going crazy. So this is what we got on the board today, y'all. Just a warning. Appreciate that follow. We only got one NBA game today, right? So we're gonna do this one NBA game. We're gonna do the one Monday night football game. And since it's only two games out of our main sports, I am gonna go ahead. And the ones who be asking me, I hope they in this motherfucker because they be on that college hockey shit. It's three hockey games. So I will just go over the three hockey games. And we still only at 5 games. We see that in the damn NBA slate. If your bankroll 222, how much should you wager each bet? That is the entire amount you have to spend, wavy boy. Because some people get bankroll confused. That is your entire amount where you say, if I lose over this, I'm done. Let's start there. So yeah, I'm gonna do them three hockey games today. It's a small slate across the board. Might as well. I be trying to give us at least a good hour. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm waiting on Discord, on Disorder. Yeah, yo, 1%. 1% is your bankroll. That's the most you should ever put on any bet. And the more legs, the less of that 1%. The Discord notification come out like 10, 15 minutes later. So, hold on. The fuck is the calculator? See if I can. That's one unit. That's one unit. Some people go up to like 3%. Some people go up to 5%. I always stress 1% because I know if I use 1%, that means I can afford to lose that amount 100 times. That's 1%. If you want to go up to 2%, that's your one unit. If you want to go up to 3%, what the fuck? Dog, am I tripping? That right there, which I probably would stay away from this number. You bet 666 on a parlay or anything. That shit losing. So yeah, so if you got $222, 1% of that is $2.22. And again, the higher the odds, the more legs, you use less of that 222. 1% should be the most you put on any bet. The bigger the parlay, the higher the odds. You take a portion of the 222, $1.50, a dollar, whatever. Like if you got a smaller unit bankroll. Say you win 40 Friday, would you bet that whole 40 back on Saturday? Prize picks minimum be thrown off my unit. If you won 40 Friday, would you bet that whole 40 back? No, me personally. See, this is my thing. And another reason it helps me stay in my unit size. This is how I feel. It's already hard enough to beat the books, right? It's already hard enough to win. I'm gonna make you niggas work for your money back every time. If I hit you for, like, say yesterday, the little free Twitter play, right, was 50 to 550 plus 1,000, 10 times what I wager. I didn't go into the next bet betting 100 or 150 because I got 550. Guess what? You're gonna get this same goddamn 50. Because if I lose, I'm gonna make you work so hard to get back that entire 550 I just took from you. That's where people be going wrong at. They'll hit a bet or two and then they'll just start betting out of body. Stay in your lane. Make it to where it's harder for them to get all their money back. So if I still bet 50, I can lose 2, 3, 4 bets and I'm still up 2, 300. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna make you bitches work. Y'all making me work to win. I'm gonna make you work twice as harder to get your money back. I'm gonna penny pinch you bitches to death every time. I don't up my wager amount when I win 2 or 3 bets. I stay in the same amount. So I'm looking at it like if I lose, I'm still in the green. If I win, I'm just adding on top of it. But y'all make me work to win. I'm gonna make you work twice as hard to get your shit back. Good luck. What's up, RC? How you research soccer? Because I know you be going crazy with that shit. Yeah, man, that one stays here. That one in the mental. That one in the mental. You got to come in that court. You want that soccer shit. You know what I'm saying? In my life now, sometimes it do be like, I don't know what the minimum is over on prize picks. But yeah, don't let these motherfuckers force your hand. You know what I'm saying? Don't let these niggas force your hand because that's what they'll try to do for sure. I don't know what their minimum is, but stay the course. I got here. I'm gonna pull up over here. Hold on. Show it. Hold on. I got a little bankroll builder thing too. Y'all can have. I teach people this. Let me see. What screen is this about to pop up on? Hold on. Might not pop up no more. Oh, it won't. I'm gonna show y'all some one of these streams. I'm gonna show y'all something. She had me blowing what I win because PP ads with their minimum. What's their minimum? $4 or $5 plays if you on prize picks. So it's like $4 to $5 your minimum. Appreciate that follow. Yeah, I don't know how that shit works. I know in them books they taking 5 is the minimum. Okay, but that's also why, like I said, most people, like the average casual bettor, they're not betting with big bankrolls, which is not a problem. Which is not a problem because you see so many people on the internet. Like for instance, just for an example, I always see it with people who go at first basket, our BTB, right? So his thing is he'll bet 2 people in each game. So say if it's like a 5-game slate, he gonna end up betting 10 people. But this is where you pay attention at. He bets half a unit per person. So he's betting basically, if he betting 2 people a game, 2 half a units equal 1 full unit. So let's say in a 5-game slate, he picked 10 people, right? That's 5 units. 10 people for half a unit apiece is 10. I mean, it's 5 units. You'll see people in the comments say, and I see this all the time with people with discords or in discords because they don't understand bankroll management. They'll say, because his unit size is 500. They'll say, I can't afford to bet every first basket. So instantly when I read that, I automatically know you don't know shit about bankroll management or units because this be the thing that people fail to realize. Units gonna vary per bankroll. If you got a $50,000 or $10,000 bankroll, you're gonna have a $100 unit size. If you got a $1,000 bankroll, you're gonna have a $10 unit size, right? The key is 5 units total. It don't matter what your bankroll is. It don't matter what his bankroll is. You have 5% of your money. That's the part that throws people off. He spent 5 units on 10 people, right? So no matter how much money you got, you have 5%. It don't matter if you got his 5% would be what 5 units would be what if he had 500 a unit, that's 2,500 for him. But if your unit was 5, that's 25 for you. It don't matter what the amount is. That's why people use units. It's a universal language. It don't matter how much money you got. It don't matter how much money I got. We still have a 1% of our bankroll. So if he spent 5 units and you spend 5 units, it's the same thing. So when people say I can't afford to play all of them, you can't afford to spend 5% of all your money. That don't make sense. They'll say that, or they'll say I don't got 500 to throw on it. That's where people go wrong at as well. I think a lot of people look at the dollar amount they bet and would it win. Like a person who bet $1, if you get them a plus 1,000, right? They won $10. They won 10 times their money. The way they look at it is like $10 ain't no money. But the way you should look at it is I won 10 times the amount I wagered. Don't they sound different? Oh, I won $10. I won 10 times what I wagered. One sounds like an accomplishment and one don't. That's the problem that people have. They look at the actual number amount instead of looking at how much they just profited by. If you hit a plus 500, $1 to $5, they look at it like I only won $5, but you're not thinking like I just won 5 times the amount I wagered. One actually sound like you did something. So take dollar amounts out of it and just look at how much you profited off of it. What's up, y'all? Shit, I did that when I first started to build a whole bankroll. Yeah, people look at the dollar amount. So when they see like $1 to 100, they looking at it like, well, that ain't really no money, which is crazy to me. But you ain't even thinking like, if you switch that negative thinking of, oh, I only won $100 and say, damn, I just won 100 times what I wagered. One sounds like you really just did something. That's the psyche you got to put yourself into. Fuck the dollar amounts, because the thing that blows me the most is people have small bankrolls, which is not an issue, but they think way outside of their bankroll. Like, why wouldn't you think you're going to have a small unit size if you got a small amount to gamble with in the first place? Why would you think that you're going to make a lot off a little when you only betting a little, which is not an issue, but it's like, be realistic. What are you expecting and you betting smaller amounts because you starting with a smaller bankroll? You got to build that motherfucker, and then you can start betting more. They don't hear you though. They never do. They don't hear nothing that ain't got to do with $1 turning into $1,000. They never hear shit outside of that. But let's get into this though. All right, we got one game, y'all. Literally one game. Lucky for us though, it's a 6-point spread and a 231 total. So this should be a good game that we can get some actual gems out of. I don't think nobody missing. The only person questionable is Carl Anthony. Is his shit like? Is he like? Oh, toss up. Yeah, I bet. So he got the great thing. So it's a toss up. Yeah, you can't expect a lot when you betting lower, but they do though. You'd be surprised, and they sit there and look at you like you crazy because I'm like, what the fuck you want me to do? I flip any amount times 10 or plus 1,000. I'm cool. All right, so nobody's out though that we know of. It might change if you take without Carl Anthony, but I'm not at the moment because at the moment he's not actually out. He didn't look good anyways. Yeah, he didn't. All right, so out the gate, we're looking for these bright green spots, which tells you that that defense allows way more than whatever they line is at that prop. So seeing that this 2.5, let's just say 2.5. I like this line. I don't like the odds unless I'm parlaying it, but I do like this 2.5. For one, he averages 3 rebounds, which is what his line is. For two, it ain't a point guard in the last 10 games who haven't got 3 rebounds. 10 out of 10, 100%. Every point guard done got 3 boards against them, but they're giving up 5. So let's see if we can get us a Jimmy, and we can. 5 rebounds, which is what they allow to point guards, is plus 350 on Hard Rock, 290 on DraftKings. Keep myself this one. If I win, I take out all my cash, so I don't attempt to bet anymore. Oh yeah, I always got like a rule too, though. I bet the same amount twice. I got to win 2 times in a row at the same amount before I increase what I wagered. Therefore, if you win the first one and you lose the second one, you broke even. I always wager the same amount twice. I got to go on back-to-back wins at the same amount before I up the wager amount. Bridges. All right, so we got some spots here. Let me see. Hold on. What is this line? 3? So I like his line. I like this threes line. What is this? 3 threes. He averaging 3 threes in his last 5 on 8 attempts. His line is 3, and they're giving up 4 on 8 attempts. So let's see if we can get a gem out of here though. But I like this 2.5 because it's plus money. I do like that. And it is. You can get 4 threes from Mikal Bridges today at 270. You got your 2-to-1 odds. Hustlenomics 101. Bro, I brought so much of the street life into gambling, and that shit worked in my favor where just ways I always thought. And that's how a nigga used to hustle. Let me see. Okay, so we got 3. What we got on here? Brunson rebounds, Mikal Bridges threes so far. You're gonna have some lines. Today gonna be one of them days where it's gonna be a straight day for sure. I can tell you that now. So when y'all see like matching greens in the same prop, I will look deeper into them. Points, threes. One game. Don't force unless you see it, but don't force it. It's gonna be a straight day. I know a straight day when I see one for sure. OG, they giving up 6 boards to what is he, a power forward? What is his line? 4.5, which they do have favored it. Even though he only averaging 4, they got his shit minus 185, minus 142. So it's favored for him to get to that 5. I doubt we can get some value here. You can get it at plus money. You can get plus 140 on his 6 rebounds. It ain't no gym, but you can get some street knowledge flip. Got to. I took street knowledge in the corporate America and a couple more things. All that shit apply. On God to do. Yeah, Aiden. It's a 3-game slate. I'm gonna add it since it's only a basketball game and 1 football game. All right, Carl Anthony, 3 assists. I like his 3 assists. So do the books. It's minus 140. They giving up 4. I like his line at 2.5. He averaging 3. They're giving up 4. But what I really like is, like I said, it's all on how you look at the board. Most gonna say he only got 3 twice in the last 5. I see 5 out of 5. That nigga had 3 potential assists every game in these last 5. He has no control over you missing the wide open shot off his pass. So I like the 3, but let's see if we can get some value at this 4 that they allow. Plus 155. Nice little parlay piece. It is a parlay piece. I don't usually to a Christmas tree. Giving some of the daddies with lower field goal attempts was cool with filtering. I told you that shit. I love straights. You never have to deposit more money when they hitting. On God, they do. On God, you don't. Them straights gonna save your damn life. 2 threes. A lot of these lines is super juice. Like this shit is minus 168, minus 160 on Pinnacle. But I mean, it makes sense. Shit, he done hit 2 threes in the last 5 games, and they giving up 2 threes on 7 attempts. So why not just bump his line to 3 before you give us them shitty ass odds? Tomorrow is a big hockey day. Is it? I know nothing about hockey. I'm only doing it today because there's only 3 games I got to look at, and it ain't enough basketball and shit like that. I'll tell y'all that right now. Do not get used to that shit. I have no idea about none of that shit with soccer. I mean, with hockey, but I know how to research it. The one time I did play it, what was that, a couple weeks ago, y'all, when it wasn't no basketball, I hit. Shout out to Doink. This shit is super easy. This is a dumbass line, too. 2.5 rebounds for Grady. His line minus 130. Now, that's good odds. That's decent odds. He averaging 4 rebounds. They give up 4 rebounds, but his line is 3. You can get 4 at plus 185. You right under that gym. They giving up 20 points. Let's see if we get some here. You can get 20 points at plus 200 based on what this defense is giving up to his position. And they're giving up 5 assists. You only need 3 to get you to the 2-to-1 gym odds. 220 on DraftKings, 210 on what's the name. And then y'all already know the drill. If you don't want to take his assists, you don't want to take his rebounds or his points, you can just come down here, rebound and assist, bright green. Line 4.5, they giving up 9. RAs, rebounds plus assists. So just remember that. If you want to take a safer route, when you see like bright green spots like this, if you don't want to take the rebounds by itself or assists, just take the combo as a safe route. We due for a huge payday for that man? Yes, we are. What you say cap about? Cap about what, honey? Me not knowing shit about hockey. O'Shea, his minutes been going down. I don't know what the fuck going on with him, but he in a good spot again. Let me see. We can get the value. 12 points. All you need is 12. They're giving up 15. 15 is plus 600. So you got like a little ladder here as well for O'Shea points, 12 to 15, which is both under what they get. They're giving up 15. All you need is 12, and you got your 2-to-1 odds. They're also giving up 6 boards. Hold on. You only need 5, and you at 2-to-1 odds on DraftKings and Hard Rock. If you got ESPN Bet, you get them gym odds there. And again, if you knew, why do we search for shit like this at these odds plus 200 or less? I'm just teaching people how to limit their parlay legs. If you get gems out of this stream, you'll never have to go over 4 legs and still can make good money. That is the issue. That's the biggest issue. You know, the biggest thing is people say that they losing by a leg. Losing by a leg. I keep losing by a leg. But then you look at the parlay, it's 10 legs, 15 legs. You don't got to do that. But I understand why people think that the negative odds is what make it safe. The lower the legs is what make it safer. So when you learn how to not be afraid of plus odds based on the read that the defense give you, when you learn how to chase value, you'll start realizing like, damn, I ain't even go over 2 legs. I ain't go over 3 legs. I ain't go over 4 legs. And I got plus 3,000s, plus 4,000. You got to just learn how to search for value. Doinksports.com. Doinksports.com. You can use that promo code, get you a little discount. It's gonna pop up somewhere in this chat too. It'll tell you. So in Porto, he's not in a good spot. So we got a couple gems out of there based on what the defense give up. We found some pieces for sure, and that's cool. 6 pieces out of 1 game. Like I told y'all, I don't be mad when it's not a lot of gems. I don't want to be overwhelmed with a lot of pieces, and then that's when you get a higher chance of getting pairing wrong. The least amount of shit I gotta look at, the better for me. That's why it was so easy for me to hit that 2-leg on Twitter yesterday in football, because it wasn't a lot I liked anyway. I'm like, shit, this is even better for me. The less legs I gotta think about or props I like, the easier it is for me to find the right pair. Oh, it's all love, bro. Let me see it. I mean, I guess it don't fucking matter. All right, so we on this football game. Same rules apply. Like I said, I love Doink. It make it super visual. It's the same shit. I approach every sport the same way on Doink. All I'm looking for is bright green spots because I'm just trying to attack defensive weaknesses. That's all I care about. I don't give a fuck about nothing you did or none of that. I'm looking at a spot that you could potentially go above and beyond your line, so I don't have to use a lot of legs. It's just that simple. 49.5 total, 5.5 spread. So this should be a good game. 5.5. They got it as a 1 touchdown game, give or take either side. Do they got baseball? Yeah, they do baseball. Yeah, yep, they do baseball. They've been doing baseball the last 2 seasons. But like you said, it'll come back. Like when the season is over, they'll remove it, so it's less shit in your way. But hell yeah, they do baseball. All right, so out the gate, I see a lot of bright shit over here. You can get attempts. Well, you can get attempts, but I was trying to see if you can get alt lines. They're giving up 38 yards rushing to quarterbacks. Dallas is in their last 10 games. Joe Burrow is averaging 14. So I out the gate like this line. I love this 9.5, which is favored on the books, including Pinnacle, which matters the most. Right. So I already love his 9.5 rushing yards. He averaging 14. They're giving up 38. And y'all look, he has a pattern. Cover his line, don't. Cover his line, don't. So based on his pattern, how he decides or when he want to run, not only are you in a good spot based on this defense, but according to your pattern, you should hit your 9.5 today. Should be a lot of green, to be honest. Oh, you a Cowboys fan? Damn, I feel for you. So what we looking for is that gem. Boom. 25 yards rushing, plus 400 on Hard Rock, 350 on DraftKings, 450 on ESPN Bet. Already at gym territory. And I'm not still ain't close to that 38. If you want to, since it's so close to 40, you can go up to 40. They got 40 at plus 1200. That's a crazy little gym ladder, 25 to 40. Seeing that they're giving up 38. If you want to push that limit, shit, the last two, 57, 74. So, but I do like the 25. Again, I look for the lowest number that we can get in gym territory. So 25 yards rushing. He had that 2 games ago. So it's not like he can't. 55 before on the 13th of October. So if they're gonna give it to you, just take them shit. It's a gym. It's definitely a gym. And again, you're gonna have spots where you see lines. I'm not gonna go over every single line, but when you see both sides got a green spot, like right here, this is saying like he averaging 0.8. That's damn near 1. He averaging damn near a touchdown a game. 0.7, that's damn near 1. They giving up a touchdown a game. So seeing that basically he averaged a touchdown, they give up a touchdown. These odds are nasty. I would never play a negative odd touchdown, but it makes sense why it's so favored. Who the fuck are you? Oh, nobody. All right, Jamar Chase. You can't get alt lines on this shit, but how many books actually have their longest reception? Oh, just Hard Rock and BetMGM. Try to stay away from names. That's all I can really tell you. That's gonna get you in a lot of trouble. People learn that the hard way every day. Worried about who a player is, don't hold no fucking weight. Every team plays shit different. So just because a person is a name has a name, don't mean that they in a good position to do a lot that specific game. Like according to this, that don't mean it's gonna happen. But Chase line is 79 yards. They only giving up 69 to the wide receiver one. So it's like, but they have a pattern though, so you got to be careful with this. Just like I look at offensive patterns, look at this: 100 yards, no. 100 yards, no. What if he continue that pattern and go out there bitch and get 100 yards? Even though they average over the 10 is 69. Who knows? But it ain't the spot I'm looking at because it ain't green over there. Who is this? T. Higgins. To the wide receiver 2, they only giving up 38 yards receiving. A third touchdown. Dowdle and Ferguson, as a Bengals fan, look at their TDs today. I like this dude. This nigga's a cash cow. He like equivalent to like the Missy of football. Like how they be doing his lines. Like his line is 20, y'all. His line is 20 yards receiving. He's averaging 28 yards. Like look at his last 3 games alone. Right? And then they giving up 32 yards. So this 19 and a half look like a stupid ass line. He averaged more, they give up more. So I like this 19 and a half. What they give up? 32? Oh, you gotta go all the way up there. See, and that's the only thing that make it hard to find gems in football. They be having so many little ass alt lines that they don't really be giving you no value. Like you gotta go up to 40 to get that 2-to-1 odds we like, which I'm not doing. But I do like his 19 and a half. I love his 19 and a half. He averaging about 4 targets, 3 receptions a game these last couple games. Shit. Run it. Who is this? Mike Gesicki. Mike Gesicki. That's what they was giving up. 4 receptions. They're giving up 3. They're giving up 3 receptions. He averaged 2. They give up 3. Man, this tight end is in a great spot today. Another stupid ass line, 24 and a half yards receiving. He's averaging 33, y'all. They're giving up 50. But the books do have this one favored. Usually the lines be minus 110 on both sides, like 50-50. This one they actually have favored it on Pinnacle, on all the other books, which makes sense. He averaging well over his line. They giving up double his line, 50, 49, 50, whatever, and he averaging 24. So I like his line. And they're giving up 4 receptions, and his line is what? 3? So this is a dumbass line too, y'all. He averaged 3 receptions. They give up 4, but they giving you 3 receptions at plus money. It's plus 102 on FanDuel and plus 100 on Hard Rock. He averaged 3 receptions. He averaged his line. They giving up 1 more than that. 4. You getting that 2-to-1 odds. You got you a gem at 4 receptions for Mike Jasicki, whatever the fuck his name is. Oh, yeah. That was you who showed me that Secret Assassin? Somebody messaged me about that. For them. He took over a Tyler Boyd spot. Who, this nigga? So you got value in his, you got 2-to-1, you got a gem in his 4 receptions, right? Now I know it's better be some shit in here. And 40 yards. 40 yards, you got a gem. I'm even willing to go up to 50, which is what they giving up at plus 400. But your gems start at 40. You only need 40. Still got you like a 10-point window off what they average allowed for him. So this Mike Jasecki dude, he got value in his alternate receptions and his alternate yards. If you had to pick one, chat, which do y'all like better? I got like a little theory about that too, though. When it comes to a receiver, tight end, if they had a green spot like him for receptions, alternate receptions, and alternate yards, which one do you go with? If you had to pick between the two. Come back to that and see what y'all talking about. Yards, receptions. For tight ends, receptions. Depending on the value, if the value even flip, you got even value on both. Y'all like receptions more? I'm the opposite way. Yards. Y'all want to know my logic? You can get targeted 5 times and drop. Say for him, 4 receptions or 40 yards, right? This is why I like yards. If they pass you the ball 6 times, you can literally drop every one of them bitches, but say 1, right? You don't need a certain amount of receptions to cover your yards. You gotta catch the ball to get a reception. Did that make sense? You have to catch it to get a reception. You don't need a lot of receptions to cover a lot of yards. To me, it's all about which one is easier in every way I gamble. When I gotta pick and choose, which one is easier to do with less, with me having to give less effort. If you take their receptions, you have to catch the ball. I don't give a fuck if he threw it to you 10 times. If you don't catch it, it don't matter. You can get 1 catch, 2 catches in a game, and yards after catch and break and cover your yards. You ain't think about it like that, did you, Sammy J? But that's just how I look at it. If I got to pick between the two, I always like the yards more. I've seen niggas have 0 yards receiving in the first half and cover their line off 1 or 2 catches. If you got a nigga for like 4, 5 receptions and he had halftime with 0, this shit officially got sweaty because you have to catch the ball. It don't matter if he throwing it to you, you got to catch that bitch for a reception. Yeah, his yards and receptions. But you always make it make sense. I mean, I'm just trying to think of the simplest ways to make fucking money, to cover lines. All right, Cooper Rush. Is it a Cooper Cup? Why the fuck am I saying Cooper Cup? You gotta be careful with this one. I wouldn't be surprised. Damn. Hey, look, y'all. He ain't did it, and y'all know I don't give a damn about if he did it or not. Do you know that they're giving up 34 yards to his position? His line is 3. You can get 25 yards rushing for Cooper Rush at plus 2,000. Will he get it? I don't know. But one thing I do like about this nigga, even though I don't know why you ain't making no, like, how do you run the ball 5 times and end with 0 yards? Like, how's that possible? Hey, appreciate that sub, Secret Assassin. Bubba screens often can go for no yards. It'd be tricky. But you saying it's a reception? Be getting loss of yardage? Is that what it is? All I'm saying, I mean, of course, like, this would probably scare me. Not his yards, because y'all know I don't care about that. I look at what the defense allowed. But I do like that this nigga is running that bitch. Like these last 5, he's averaging 3 rush attempts. I don't know. But what I do know is they giving up 34 yards to quarterbacks and 25 yards is plus 2,000. Y'all know what this shit is giving? It's giving Evan Mobley 3 threes. When everybody thinking like 3 threes plus 2,000, no, I ain't taking that. He go out there and give you 5 for 5 in the first quarter. That's why I'm trying to tell you. I love when shit like that happens. It'll train y'all mind to be like, oh, this nigga don't be lying. It don't matter if you've ever done this shit before. If you going up against a defense that's just gonna let you do it today, it don't matter. It don't matter. I think that might have been Evan Mobley's career high, y'all, the other day. 3 threes is plus 2,000. That nigga went 5 for 5 in the first quarter. Which book? I want to say it was it's Hard Rock. Do not play this 25 yards if you decide to play it. Do not play this on DraftKings. You literally getting half the odds. If I bet $100 on this, I will make literally $1,000 more than you on the same exact play because I took it on Hard Rock. That plus 1,000, when it's literally a whole plus 1,000 more on what's the name? You better off just leaving that shit alone. Hey, appreciate that gift to sub, Sammy. So it's plus 2,000 on Hard Rock. Shout out Hard Rock. They be coming through for niggas. Oh, also, y'all, I think I looked at this. Oh no, it's 234. Never mind. That ain't gonna work. Here's another one like Rico. Where you can see right here on touchdown, they've given up a touchdown to the running back 8 out of the last 10 times, and his is actually plus 105 to get a touchdown. And they're giving up touchdowns to running backs. It's just that simple. That Maxi TD was insane. Yeah, man, that shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. Bovada capped his rushing at 13 for plus 600 and some change. Bovada's so dirt. Okay. This longest reception shit throws me off. Can I just remove that? Like, get that shit off my screen. Who is this? Jalen Tolbert. He's in a good spot, y'all, based on the defense to the wide receiver, too. Norv with 5 gifted. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, bro. 40 yards they're giving up to the slot receiver. Shit, he just had 40 yards last game. But again, I don't give a damn about none of that. You can get 40 yards at 2-to-1 odds. You got you a gym for Jalen Tolbert yards based on what they're giving up to that position. Hey, thank you, North. Matter of fact, North. I try to make sure the ones who be definitely supporting, get y'all them VIPs. Trying to get Maryland need to hurry up and get Hard Rock though. Hold on before we miss anybody. Where your boy at? Because I know everybody was on CD. I mean, ain't no crazy value. They are giving up 80 yards, which is more than his line. WVIP, yeah, it's like I got a few of them in here. They didn't get the 5 or more. I gotta show love. Jake Ferguson. So we got some spots here. Out the gate, you're going to get some Now, this is the type of touchdown shit I'm into. I feel like every nigga touchdown should be minimum a gem. At minimum. This minus odds for touchdown shit is insane. At minimum, it should be 2-to-1 odds. This I like. Not only do I like it because the good thing is, y'all, he ain't got one. That's the only reason we're going to get this value. In the last 5 games, he has no touchdowns. That works in our favor. Because if he was getting them, this shit would be negative odds or some dumb shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's actually good. But if you look over here, they're giving 6 of the last 10 games, they've given up a touchdown to that tight end in that red zone. So that's a W. So I'm going to add this touchdown just on the strength. It's in gym territory based on what they're allowing. I like this touchdown. And they're also giving up 49, 50 yards. Let's see if we can get some here. It ain't as much value as I expected. But, I mean, you can go up to 50. I mean, he had 71 3 games ago. Damn. Daly with 5 gifted. Thank you, Daily. My fucking boy. Second half of the season, we shit the bed against tight ends every year. Thank you. Ain't know what should be -2. Yeah, that's crazy. You not a good looking, David. A fucking dog. I think he was one. Appreciate you, bro. So I do like Jake Ferguson's touchdown, y'all. I didn't see the gem I wanted in these 50 yards. You can kiss my ass with that. Plus, I don't need you to get a lot. Just go in that bitch in that red zone and get you a tud. Okay. So again, y'all, we made it through 2 games. It's not a bad thing that we got us 11 props. That is actually a blessing. That's less shit that we gotta go through, or you gotta try to figure out far as finding your parents. I'm trying to win super big, so I give 200 subs. I appreciate you, bro. You do that shit, I'm gonna fall out this motherfucking chair. Appreciate that level 3, y'all. We on a level 3 high turn. I appreciate y'all. If you got gifted, say thank you. Them ads you ain't gotta watch. Money you ain't gotta spend. All right, so we got through the main sports. This is hockey. If you've never been on here for hockey, literally, it's the same exact shit. Like I said, I don't do hockey. I don't cap hockey. Couple weeks ago, maybe last month, it was sometime last month, we didn't have no sports on but hockey. Literally, use doink, hit a play. It's just that simple. As long as you attack, as long as you get your mind wrapped around attacking these weak ass defenses in any sport, you good money. Appreciate that gift, Blocks. My brother. I wonder if Doink shows how many points, goals, or assists a defense gives up because that has crazy. Yeah, of course they do. What was the gems for NBA missed? My Doink expired. Trying to come. I can buy again. At the end of the stream, I'll go through everything we found. At the end of the stream, I got everything in this bet slip already. I'll go through the whole slate. I mean, I'll just show the bet slip. That's every gem in every sport. Who just asked me that? Hey, yeah, look, goals and assists is first. I well, I ain't gonna say my personal favorite because I don't fuck with it. But when I do play it, I only play, I think, one of 2 props. Points, but generally shots on goal. Give me shots on goal, a parlay of that shit in and I'm out. All right, so it's the same thing, y'all. I'm telling you, you'll be surprised at how much shit y'all can start betting on using Doink because it's the same process. Doink gonna put it dead smack in your face. So this is the first game, the Blackhawks versus the Rangers. Yeah, none of this shit matters. So your forwards, I think they do the defenses. I know they do defense. They do goalies, which I know generally, like, let me see something. You're gonna have to have like some type of prize picks and some shit, I want to say. I don't know, but fuck it. I wouldn't play the goalie shit anyway. Might only do straights from now on. Ain't nothing wrong with it, wins. I'm telling you, that's how you build your bank. It ain't gotta be only, just have more straights. Then parlays, shots on goal, where it's at. Right here, SOG. SOG is shots on goal. That's like the when I do bet on tennis, hockey, that's what I fucks with. So for instance, like, I ain't even about to say these niggas' names because I have no idea. I just figured out what these damn positions mean. Right wing 1. New York Rangers defense. They're giving up 3 shots on goal to the right wing 1. Is it value? It is. Fuck it, let's get it. All right, out the gate. It's this. I'm telling you, this shit is so simple. Dork will simplify so much of this shit for you. The shots on goal market. Oh yeah. You go on the stream during baseball. I'm gonna stream every day moving forward with this shit. That shots on goal be money. And again, I'm trying to get in and get out. So give me like a 3-4 leg of some shots on goal, and I'm the fuck up out of there. Points is another one I like. I do like points. Like they giving up 1 point to his position, which is plus money. But again, I'm just trying to find us some gems to try to cut down on these parlays for y'all. Like this is a stupid line. I don't know who this nigga is, this center, but they giving up He averaging 3 shots on goal. They give up 3. So minus 148 for 3 makes sense. What's FOW? Face-offs won. You can bet on that? Oh, only on prize picks. I'm going to say, what? That's crazy. Do you ever fuck with that shit, Blocks? I love points. Points that shit too, though. If we see some bright green shit on them points, we gonna definitely take them. Like anything I see bright green. Hold on. Speaking of which, all right. If we see a gold too, whatever it is, I'm gonna take it. It's only 3 games, so if I see any gems in here for y'all, we gonna take it. I done seen a couple points though. 1 point that they was averaging at plus money. Damn it! So all these niggas be on the ice at once. All right, that was your forwards. Let me see, because I know it's some defenders that be shooting at hoe. What was it? Hold on, I'm so confused. Okay, this defenders. All right, them niggas ass. All right, who is this? The Red Wings versus the Sabres. Sabres. This should be a close game based on this. What's the name? All right. Let me see something. I just want to see something. All right. What we got here? Dylan Larkin. I know that nigga name. I know a few of these people, but not many. I know him. Okay. Not much of shit going on. This shit looking like a primetime football game, ain't it, y'all? But that don't mean we ain't gonna hold on. We go up to defense. Okay, that makes sense. Minus 135. He averaged 2. They give up 2. Where that bright shit at? 2-2. We got the Ducks and the Canadians. I don't know none of these niggas. Fancied up the best bet section fire for everything. Best bets is where I went first. When I started getting acclimated with straights. I love best bet, especially if you know how to filter it right. These are like 3 ass games today. This is tomorrow, right? All right. All right. That's it. Was that one in there? What's up, John Brown? Had that Batman on Saturday close. Clay sold me on assist. It definitely looked vacant today. Now I see it's a lot of games on here for tomorrow. It's a lot of games over here for tomorrow, so it might be something better. But again, you will learn. Less is more in any form of betting. Less is more. The less shit you got to wrap your mind around. The less shit you got to wrap your mind around and try to figure out what you want to do with this and pair it with that, the better for you. Where did you put it on at? You put it on right here. People message me about this all the time. Anything that y'all see up here, it's columns. Damn, it changed. It used to be blue. Just go to columns and you can add and take off anything you want. Hey, you do know that this is live, right? What will be the point of asking them and I'm right here? This is not pre-recorded. Yeah, go to columns, bruh. And potential assists is right here. Like, am I not talking to you? Or what are you asking them for? It's me, J-Bo. It's 4 of us. You got Honey, me, J-Bo. 4 people. It's 4 people. And before I get off the stream, here's a little advice. If you in a Discord, that should never be uttered out anyone's mouth about it being too many people. You find and choose the people that you do your research. Do your research. When you go on a court, figure out your research. Figure out who hot, who cold, or not who hot, who cold. More so, who fits your gambling style. I don't give a fuck if it's 10 people in somebody's Discord. You only should be following 1 to 3 of them. Between 1 and 3. You might only got one person you like. You might got 2. I would never go over 3. But it should never be a part where you overwhelm because it's everybody don't gamble the same. So find the people who gamble the way you like to gamble or who have won you money and you just ride the wave with them. Just because it's a bunch of people in there posting shit don't mean you got to go to every channel. That's just chasing wins or chasing plays. You know what I'm saying? And then you will get overwhelmed and get caught up. No, find you a couple people in the Discord that fit your gambling style and you just ride the wave with them, the ups and the downs. Oh yeah, I didn't see you say that. I just happened to see that very last one. It's 4 of us. You smacked NFL yesterday. I got hooked violently. I just started messing with Jay. Jay boy a dog. Jay boy a dog. Just how I look at Doink now. Yeah, so go to columns. And again, like if you're using Doink, I teach y'all all the time that, like I said, the average person, they look at player stats. So if I say like 30 points, they'll go look and be like, well, you haven't had 30 points and whoop-de-whoop. The average person look at their previous stats. They'll go look at their previous stats in their last 5 or 10. Then they'll go look and see what they do on the road. Then they'll go look and see what they done against that team. If you learn to look at potential, and you're not going to find potential if it's something they've done. When you learn how to read the board and you start looking at how many field goals they're attempting, not how many rebounds they got or how many threes they hit, but how many threes are they shooting. Volume is value. Not how many rebounds they got, but how many rebound chances did they have. Every time the ball come off the rim and bounce their direction. Not how many assists they got, potential. So if you use Doink, I would highly suggest you set it up, go in these columns, and have yours looking like this. You want to see rebound chances, potential assists, and shit like that. That'll help you understand when people don't hit their lines, why they didn't hit it. That matters more than you actually hitting the number. When I can understand why you didn't, hey, appreciate that raid, Dev. When I can appreciate or understand why you didn't, it make it easier to digest. Like, okay, boom. It's available to me. Ain't nothing wrong with that 6. Blocks do. Blocks like that. Blocks gonna come through this bitch and look at verse. Blocks gonna look at on the road. Blocks do that. I tell y'all all the time, even if you start using these filters, or even go like the similar players, the more filtering you do, the sharper the read go. I'm just saying, if you a person who research bottom to top, like where you look at previous stats, don't just stop there. Let me put it that way. Don't just stop at, oh, y'all know how many times I've hit something, and I know y'all done seen it, and a person to be like, he hasn't done that against that team before. All right, okay. Somebody just did it to Rubets yesterday. He threw out a 3-leg. It's always a nigga who feel like they gotta just come on your shit and tell you about your play for whatever reason. That's just the world we live in. Niggas just gotta get their opinion. Nigga in the comments and said Joker wasn't gonna do whatever it was he had him doing, because out of 15 times playing them, he's only covered his line once and blah, 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 blue. But the funny thing is, at the end of those bets, them niggas are never nowhere to be found. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. Clearly, that's why you under my shit, because the way you look at shit ain't working, nigga. Beat it. Because whatever it was that he said Joker wasn't going to do that he haven't did but 1 out of 15 times against that team, he doubled that shit last night. Nigga, fuck out of here. Beat it. And I've went through it before. I don't necessarily get the backlash of like, oh, that's not going to hit because I ban your dumb ass. Like, I get a nigga up through. I ain't arguing with nobody. I don't really get that, but I do get people who ask me all the time, like, what made you take such and such? And when I hear it, that's why I do this, to show y'all. But before I used to do these little sessions, I used to just laugh. Like, it instantly tells me that you look at like previous games versus the other team and shit like that when you don't see what I seen. But I've been using Doink for 2 years. That's how long Doink been out. I've been using Doink for 2 years. So me saying a person was going to do something, was off how I'm showing y'all how I research, looking at bright green defensive weaknesses. But they looked at like, he's never done that before. He's never done it against that team. So they'll ask me like, what made you take that? And I just laugh like, yeah, I just read the board different. I just read the board. Drew Holiday the other day, perfect example. Y'all have seen too many examples. We've been doing this since the 1st of November. Y'all have seen a million examples of what I'm talking about. That should be weird. That's just the time we in, T Will. I'm from the era where silence is loud. You know what I'm saying? If I don't fuck with you or I don't fuck with what you got going on, you'll know it by me just distancing myself. We are in a generation where these niggas, if I don't like you, I have to voice I don't like you. If I don't like what you're doing, I have to voice I don't like what you're doing. That's where we at with it now. Niggas just gotta talk. Just, if I don't, I can't imagine ever getting on this internet and scrolling and a nigga drop a play I don't like and I literally click reply, type that shit and send it. That is the lamest shit on earth. Like my finger don't work to scroll past it if I don't fuck with it. Did Cat have any green stats? No. Oh, speaking of which, before we get out of here, y'all, this is everything we found. And we got what? One NBA game, one football game, and it was 3 hockey games, which we only found one piece out of. But this everything that we found. If you are new, nothing on here will have odds of less than plus 200. That's what we consider a gem. 2-to-1 odds. And nothing on here will ever be over the amount that they allow to that person's at that position. So like over 4.5 boards for Brunson. I don't even remember, but I guarantee you that Toronto is giving up more than this 5. So this is every gem out of this small slate today, which is basically 5 games. And I don't even consider I'm not even really going to count the hockey because it was only one piece in 3 games. Literally 12 legs. And it's not even really 12 because like Mike Jasicki is doubled up. O'Shea doubled up. Grady doubled up. So yeah, this is those 12 pieces that we found. Yeah, so of course, if I took the gym, if you see a gym on here, whatever their actual line is, I love it. If I love the gym, I damn sure love the line that's lower than this. So keep that in mind. So where we at, y'all? We just literally hit an hour. Good times. Look, let's cook up. I have some for y'all on the timeline later. Y'all know that. Let's try to see if we can go 3 days in a row when we hitting y'all a parlay. Like I said, we hit the plus 1,600 Saturday, the round robin. We hit the plus 1,000 yesterday. Let's try to keep this hot streak going on the timeline. I'll drop some for y'all. Yeah, I think even tomorrow, y'all, it's gonna be slow. Tomorrow we only got 2 basketball games, no football, and I guess I'll probably go over that hockey shit again because we got limited shit. Dowdle, I don't think so. If that shit negative odds, no. Dowdle, I think I did see. I think I see. It went again. It's not a gem if it's not over plus 200. But I think I did mention Dowdle if he was at plus 105, if I can remember correctly. Yeah, I said something about him. They giving you his touchdown at plus money, and they done gave up a touchdown to damn near 8 out of the last 10 times. So yeah, I said something about that. It ain't a gem at plus 105, but yeah, I like his touchdown based on they done gave up a touchdown to all these running backs. But yeah, though. You don't like cat assist? I think I said cat assist. Or it wasn't in gym territory. I said something about cat assist. Yeah, it just wasn't no money on it. I mean, it wasn't no. Yeah, it stopped at 155. Good parlay piece. There you go, Mr. Get Up. Hey, you know that. A lot of this shit like good parlay pieces. So like 4 at plus 155, it's a good parlay piece. It ain't a gem. You know, if it ain't 200 or higher, it ain't going on this slip. But hell yeah, I like his line. But yeah, though, y'all, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Appreciate y'all. This will be up fast. It's only an hour stream, so this will be up before 11:30. Them long 2-3 hour streams be the ones that take like 45 minutes to upload. So this will be up on YouTube in no time, y'all. If you're new to the stream, every live stream goes on YouTube right after. So if you missed anything, go over there, sub up, turn your noties on, and we back at it tomorrow. Though. May the night be the best gambling night of your gambling life. I love y'all. Tag me in the winning slips tonight. You hear me? All right, y'all.